So, Keyshawn, what exactly happened this time?
Man, it's like you asking me this time, like I'm getting ready to come up with another excuse, right?
This time, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with Anthony Davis. Okay, you gotta keep Sabonis off the glass, number one.
Lord.
Okay, you just gotta keep him off the glass. I don't care what you do. When you down low, you gotta keep him off the glass. He dominated the glass, okay? He had nine more rebounds than AD.
He did.
On the defensive end, he had 14, AD had 7. There was no offensive putbacks on AD's side. He only had 3 offensive rebounds.
Yep.
So when you look at that, you say to yourself, what's going on here? We shot the ball well from 3, 43%. That's
for you.
For us, it's pretty good shooting. But when you also got a guy who scored 44 points a couple nights ago, give you 1 into the fourth quarter, I can score 1 point. Hey, look.
You could.
He's an NBA player.
Yep.
You say offensive all-star type talent.
Yes, he does.
Right. He didn't display that last night at all whatsoever. He hasn't displayed that since the 44.
Against the Milwaukee Bucks, he hung 44 on them.
And since that, he's gone like this. All the way down to 1. LeBron played okay, but didn't score early. He didn't score early. It was almost as if he wanted to let the other guys get involved and do their things like Austin Reaves. And Austin Reaves, he had me for a minute going, yeah, they should give him an extension. Because he was lighting them up. He was playing real pro basketball. You know, he changed. I'm watching, I'm sitting there going, damn. Okay, this is what we're talking about.
Maybe I'm right.
Off the dribble. Maybe you saw something and you like him. I ain't gonna say you're right. But those are the sort of things. And then obviously, when you start thinking about De'Aaron Fox and in Sabonis and Monk.
Harrison Barnes. 7 threes.
Harrison Barnes was on fire on a consistent basis. Those are all the things that went wrong. And then when we got into the fourth quarter, we never closed the gap.
Yep.
Never felt good. And I turned the TV off, Skip.
Right.
I just turned it off.
I don't blame you a bit.
And Fox still mad about that Lonzo deal.
He is. He's still mad.
I did this thing to Lonzo in college, and y'all went on and still took him. And every time I see you, I'm gonna put this on.
So funny you mentioned.
What they do.
So funny you mentioned Lonzo. I ran into his pops yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Where?
At the convention I was at, the food convention. I ran into pops.
All right, I haven't
Pretty
seen
funny.
it.
I told him. I said.
Quiet.
I literally told him. I literally told him yesterday. I was just talking about you with the lethal shooter, trying to figure out where the hell is LeVar. Oh man, and he went into his whole LeVar deal.
So his boys told him to calm out.
Probably so. Who knows? But go ahead, Mike.
Well, boy, hey, LaMelo, he should be talking. LaMelo's a different beast over there. He can talk all he wants. That's a different beast. Now, a couple things though that I pull out. Dude, I wasn't here a couple weeks ago. Well, a week ago, when AD played at Minnesota, the way he played in Minnesota. Now, I was sitting at home. I'm an effort dude. I'm an effort hustle guy. And I think, if you out-hustle everybody, you're going to win. It just happens. That's what's been drilled in us all our lives as athletes. But no coach ever cuts the guy that works the hardest and out-hustle everybody. And in that game, I watched him out-hustle everybody. He was snatching everything. I was like, man, if AD played like this all the time, this team would be undefeated, be the baddest team in the world. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And then to see the switch from to watching him now against Sabonis, and we just showed the clip of Sabonis attacking him. I mean, coming right at him. You're a shot blocker, and he come right at him, and he's physical with it. He's physical. And I was like, come on, just stay up and fight. He showed up pretty good. He put up 24 points, 12 rebounds. But when you compare it to what Sabonis was doing, then you say, okay, you guys got to step up and play better. I don't know what's going on with D. Russell. Man, some days this dude really do. And I think that's the biggest issue right here. I can't have that kind of a swing. If D. Russell, give me 15 points. If you could promise me 15 points, you ain't got to worry about going up to 40. Because just don't promise me, don't come back down to 1. Don't come back down to 1.
He promised you more than that because he said he welcomes the smoke.
I know.
You welcome the smoke, you invite this type of criticism.
And I know a lot of people talk. a lot of people talk, but I also heard what he was and read what he was saying. You know, he talked to LeBron about how does he stay so consistent, and LeBron tell him about his routine of reading and calming his brain and calming himself down and getting on a routine. And he says, I get on a routine and I'm better. But then what happens at these kinds of moments? Why do you come down to this? If you can get, just get the rust. AD gonna do what AD does. Even when he looks like he looked last night, he still gives up 25 points a game. But if you get D'Angelo Russell, just give me some more stability. Promise me you're gonna score 15 points a game and don't go to 40, and I believe we can do something with that. And as long as I know I have that. Because D. Russ looks like an all-star sometimes. And then you say, how can he not put the ball in the basket? And I think that hurts the Lakers a lot.
All right. Allow me to frame what happened last night because it just tore me up. I'm going to remind you, Sacramento was playing back-to-back and usually takes some out of you. They're not a young team, and they were minus Kevin Huerter, who usually kills the Lakers too, and he's a starter for them, and he did not play. And Trey Lyles comes off their bench and gives them impact off the bench, and he was not available last night. And I'm going to remind you about this Kings team. They're not world beaters against anybody else, only against the Los Angeles Lakers.
And they were happy to be getting out of their play-ins, their tournament stuff, right?
Okay, so March the 4th at home. This is not that long ago. I'm giving you March games. They lost at home to the Bulls. On March the 7th, they barely beat San Antonio without Wemby by 2 at home. And then March 10th, they turned right around and lost to Houston at home. This is the same team you saw last night. 8 out of 9 times, they have shellacked the Lakers. They have made the Lakers look like they're the Bulls or the Rockets or whoever you want to throw in there. They made the Lakers look like they'd played 7 straight nights last night when they walked on the floor because I didn't like the body language from anybody except early Austin Reaves. And Keyshawn, if he doesn't score 13 in the first quarter and 19 by halftime, you're probably blown out in the first half.
Oh, he was knocking shots down.
Yeah, so you're down 4. Going to halftime, and I'm thinking, okay, somebody's got to say something at halftime. Somebody's got to step up. It could be Braun, it could be AD.
Actually could have been up 2 before the half or tied.
You could.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you, but it's a basketball game. It felt competitive at that point. And I'm thinking, okay, just come out and say, no, that's enough. All of you, the whole group, you need to come out, and it starts maybe with the center who says, watch this. I'm talking about when he plays with angry authority, I'm like, whoa, that's a top 5 player. 10-2 happened, Sacramento, and Keyshawn, the game was basically over.
Yeah.
Huh? They won an 8
drought. There was a timeout being called.
And Keyshawn, LeBron just wasn't into it last night, and I don't know why. Anthony Davis looks intimidated by Sabonis, who I don't think is even as tall as Anthony Davis is.
Yeah, and he's too big to be flopping with that, man. Just bow up and play strong. Play strong. Play strong. That's all you got to do.
I think we'll be all right in a 7-game series, though.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't put, as I said before, I don't get discouraged when I lose to a team. Because if I get to the playoffs and I see that same team, I got a 7-game stretch over a shorter amount of time.
You're right about
opposed to this, I play you in this week, I don't play you for another 3 weeks, and I lose to you. I just don't get all trippy about that. You look at last year, and you look at the Lakers last year, they struggled against the Golden State in the regular season. They struggled against them in the regular season.
Yeah.
Okay?
They dominated them
in the playoffs, they dominated.
It wasn't even, it was 6, but
so that's why, and I look at Memphis. Last year, Memphis was an issue in the regular season.
Yeah, okay.
And
They were.
Then, when we get to the playoffs, we took care of business.
Yeah.
That's what I worry about.
Okay, I don't worry on the same vein about Denver because you played the last 6 of the last 7 times you played them to the wire.
Yeah.
And in playoffs this time, I think you could flip that switch and figure it out.
You got to figure out how to beat Denver, though.
But with Sacramento in the regular season, I look at it and I say, I can't even see any hope. Like it's not close. It never goes to the wire. These guys, to your point about De'Aaron Fox and Lonzo, and then
they take it personally,
and something about Malik Monk because the Lakers didn't want to keep him.
When was the last time LeBron James had an early exit out of the playoffs? When was the last time?
Early exit?
Yeah.
And you'll see a different LeBron.
You know, like Dallas Cowboy type exit. That's been a minute.
Okay.
Well, I don't know that.
Okay.
Because when he was in the East, it was just like a cakewalk to the
No, but it's been a minute. He usually is one of the last teams standing.
Right.
Sure.
So,
well, I mean, forever
he
has
knows how to play in the playoffs.
Right.
Definitely.
But LeBron ain't your problem. LeBron's
No
not
doubt.
your problem. LeBron's not your problem because LeBron.
No, LeBron is your problem.
Even that little play that you just showed, the turnover and LeBron. LeBron would run that down in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he would run that.
That's
He's going to run that down and catch that on the top of the backboard in the playoffs. Just not right here. And I'm okay with LeBron not running that one down because he's 100 years old. It's the other guys that's not playing every night. That's the problem.
I'm not in a panic and I'm calm because if we get into the playoffs,
you'll get that effort.
We will be one of the last teams standing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Look, LeBron clearly has the highest IQ in basketball, and it looks to me like when he steps on the floor against this team, he knows in his heart of hearts, in the back of his mind, we just don't match up. And his body language to me last night looked like, I don't know, like
it did.
Right? It looked like
he was
listless to me, like he's just sort of saying, well, we can't play with these guys.
The last time was against somebody in 2021.
Last time
they went early.
2021 early against the Suns.
Oh yeah.
In 2021, that was the last.
Yeah, that
time.
was the first.
But that wasn't that team and coming out of COVID and all that. No.
Yeah.
No.
Because they went through the play-in to get to Phoenix. What it was?
They didn't go to the play-in at all. No, they didn't go through. They only been in the play-in at one time.
Okay.
That was it.
When they beat Steph in a play-in game at Staples, right?
That was.
Remember when LeBron said, I got hit in the eye and I couldn't see and I saw 3 baskets and I picked the middle one and he made a shot?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Right?
Yeah. That's a good way to. That's a good way. He saw 3, man. He made
saw 3, and it's
Michael Jordan never did that.
No, he never said, I see 3 and I'll pick the middle. Like, which door number 1, 2, or I'll pick door number 2.
But in all of this, I trust LeBron getting them there and everybody rallying around LeBron at the end and taking care of business.
Okay, I've just never seen a good team, and the Lakers are a good team.
But maybe like the Cowboys, they're gathering information about Sacramento.
And here,
they could be gathering information,
and
Michael.
that's all you wanted to see right here. Even if you lose the game, let's pull out the individuals. Let's pull out the individuals. Let's pull out some things that Anthony Davis did, and you take the information in. You lost again.
You lost again.
Gathering information for the future.
Yeah.
For the playoffs. Right around the corner.
Austin Reaves, closer. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.